Good morning to everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you enjoy coming along with me today, just spending the day together. We are getting started here in the morning and I'll just kind of take you throughout the morning, throughout the day, and we'll see what all we get done. Now that school has started again, our routine looks a little bit different. Trying to get out the door mornings and everything, getting everyone ready, dressed for the day, ready for school. So just trying to get used to a new routine again. Walking out into the kitchen, the kids were up. They were kind of getting their things ready for the day. We're getting lunches packed and then breakfast eaten and everything that goes with that. And I had been doing some canning, so you'll see some canning things kind of sprinkled throughout the kitchen that I would like to put away today as well, just get everything kind of back to normal. Weston was enjoying his breakfast sandwich this morning. He has been really eating again. I think he's going through another growth spurt. He's always hungry. So yeah, keeping him fed and just keeping him happy. And then on to combing Chloe's hair. She was kind of running behind schedule this morning, so she's eating her breakfast as we're combing hair. Not something that I really like to do, but we were going to be late if we didn't get moving here. So we're just combing her hair, getting her finished up. And now we are off to school. I also went walking with a couple of the ladies. And then got back home a little bit later ready to get started with the day. We're going to start out here in the kitchen, just cleaning up a few things. Just before we had left, Weston was on the table working on destroying one of my dried flowers that I had on the table, so I'm going to get that cleaned up and just wipe down the table, get the kitchen cleaned up again. Today was also laundry day, so I'm going to go ahead and get these towels folded up. I went ahead and got some chicken out for dinner tonight, so I'm going to put that in the sink to let that thaw and just get some water running over it. And now I can go ahead and just get some of my canning things put away, my big canner. Also, I had some extra jars up here that just need to go down in the basement. Weston loves to help me unload the dishwasher, getting all the silverware out for me. Now that it is just the two of us here at home during the day when the kids are in school, he really likes to be around me a lot. He's trying to get used to just being by himself, so he does trail along behind me quite often. I think he just needs to get used to being here by himself. He wanted to go outside so bad, so we are going to go outside, let him play in the sandbox a little bit. It was such a pretty day, but it is very warm this week. As you can tell by our grass is very parched and it is very dry. So he is heading out to the sandbox. He loves to play in the sandbox, so I'm going to go ahead and just let him play out there for a little bit. I had to work on the pool, just do some work over there, so I'm going to let him play over here while I am working on that. And these next clips is just him playing here in the sandbox, just having a fun morning here. And if you want to skip ahead, that's totally fine because it is kind of a long clip here, but I recorded this mostly for me to enjoy, because when I was watching this back as I was editing, I was enjoying watching him just play by himself and having a nice time there in the sunshine. And I just thought I had to keep this clip in, if only just for me. So I wanted to come down here in my kind of office area, and particularly over here, kind of my store area, where I keep all the items that I have on my website. So I kind of have been wanting to do an upgrade on these shelves. They have worked very well for a while here, for several years here now. And it seems like since I've kind of been changing some of the products, they just haven't been working quite like I was wanting them to. The shelves are like really deep. They're like 2 feet, I think, or yeah, at least 2 feet deep. And so with like a short person like me, once I get to one of these top shelves, I'm not able to reach far back at all. So a lot of the stuff that's on these top shelves kind of just get lost. I can't reach them, so I just kind of shove stuff up there. So I got me another shelf system, and I'm hoping that'll work a little bit better. We'll see. But first we need to take everything down from these shelves and kind of go through what we have, see what we have, see what's stuck up there in that corner, and then we'll go from there, try to rearrange it onto our new shelves. Hopefully it'll look a little bit better, look a little neater, and a little better organized. So we're going to do that right now. All right, so we've placed our little cube storage system here, and this is the 12 cube, so it's the biggest one that they have, I believe, in the the Home and Garden. I like the Home and Garden one because the top and the sides are thicker pieces, and they tend to hold up a little bit better, I have found anyways. And also the cubes that go in here, if I want to add cubes, they're a little bit bigger than some of the other cube storage systems. So I like this one really well. I'm going to see how this one works out. If everything fits in really nicely and I can get it very organized, I can always go ahead and get like another one for the top, maybe like a 6 cube, or even just like a 3, just for an extra 3 cubbies up top there, to make it a little taller. It is not that tall, so I can always add another section up top here if I need to. And I also thought if I need some more, I can also add in another one right here, like right against the door here. Just bring one out here, and that would give me like 2 shelf systems to work with. So we'll see. I just wanted to try out this one once, see how it works, see how everything is fitting in, and then I can always go add another one or add a top one however I need to. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of clean everything off here, get the shelves nice and clean, and then we can start adding in some things and seeing how it looks. Another thing, I did also get these bins, so if we need to corral something together, I have these as well to help with organization. And I thought these would actually be pretty, maybe just setting up top here. If I need something like to get it out of sight, I can put it up here and maybe put it on top, on the top row. I think that would look good as well. So they do have a lot of different cubbies or cubes, like the storage boxes to choose from. But I saw these and I thought these would look so good. Just add a little bit of texture, and I like the color as well. It looks like little baskets in there. Basically, we can just flip these out like this, and then we'll add in the bottom piece. And you can see how big that these cubes are. They're nice and tall as well. So we should be able to store a lot in here, like just some extras or whatever. And then maybe set them up top there. I think that looks good. So if we need to use these, I have these as well. And I think I do have 4, so there's plenty to put on top, maybe if we need one in here or however it works out. I'm excited to get everything put in here, so let's start organizing. Alright, so far so good. I'm liking how everything is fitting in perfectly. So we can fit 4 of the smaller 16-ounce tumblers across, and then 5 stacked this way. And if I need to, I can do like double stacks to give me some more space, so there is enough room to stack on top of each other. And then I could get 10 in of one design. So now let's move on to the big 40-ounce thirst quenchers and see how those fit in. Alright, so for these, I can fit 4 in deep, so I can do like one of each color if I want to. We are going to go ahead and get our chicken and start making that for dinner. I'm just taking out all of these little tendons that are in the chicken tenders. I can never pull them out with just my hand, so I always use something to grab hold of it so that I can pull it out with like a fork. And don't worry, that hand towel went straight into the wash. But now I'm just cutting my chicken tenders in half lengthwise. Often I'll use chicken breast for this recipe, but I didn't have any on hand, so I used the tenders. And then after I had mixed together my breading for the chicken, I'm going to go ahead and just shake it up into the bag. Just shake up all the chicken together, get everything nice and covered. And again, if I don't forget, I will put the recipe for this chicken down below. It's a Cajun chicken strips. I really love these. They're a little bit more spicy, not too hot, but they're about perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and fry up our chicken strips just in some butter. And I'm not necessarily cooking these through at this point. I'm just frying them on both sides just to like get a little bit crispy. And I keep adding little chunks of butter when the pan starts getting dry, just so that it doesn't stick. And then just putting them out of the pan, just getting them out, and then putting the next batch in, just getting them nice fried on both sides. And then once I have my last batch of chicken in and I'm turning them over for the last time, I'm going to go ahead and turn the burner all the way down on low. And then once I have them all turned, I'm going to put the rest of the chicken that is already fried. I'm going to put that back in, add a little bit more butter, and then we're going to put the lid onto our pan here and then just let it simmer for a little bit until the chicken is cooked all the way through. While that is cooking, I'm going to just kind of clean up over here in the sink area, get everything put in the dishwasher, just clean up as I go. And once the chicken is done, it is looking so good. Here is how it looks once it is finished, and I'm just checking it here really quick, cutting it through to make sure that it is done in the middle and everything looks good. It looks ready to eat. It's nice and tender, and these are so good. We love to eat these with ranch to dip. And after we had eaten, I went ahead and went downstairs again to just keep working here on these shelves and try to get everything stacked in there. So that is where I'm going to leave you in today's video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today. And if you want to see a little reveal of how the shelves turned out, come back tomorrow night when this video is posted tomorrow night on my live, and I will show you then. Make sure that you are subscribed, and I will see you next time. Bye.